Welcome back, art students. Okay, we are gonna continue on here. I'm going to start coloring using watercolor colored pencils. I got several different shades of greens, some browns, maybe some blues, off-whites, those kind of colors. Let's just get in there, have fun coloring, and yeah, so I'm just gonna color. And yeah, not a lot to say about coloring. When you're coloring, just pay attention to maybe some of the darker shaded areas, lighter shaded areas, and that's gonna really help out quite a bit. Okay, so I really like this light green. It's called pear green. Definitely gonna use a lot of this. There's a lot of pale, almost white on the lower section of this fish. Remember, it's a good idea to keep around like a piece of scratch paper if you want to test your colors first. I like this color and I like this olive green, looks pretty nice. I don't know, this jungle green might work good too for a little bit more on a green. What about this moss green? Yeah, just try a few different greens and see what you think. Okay, so let's see here. I suggest, you know, if you're gonna blend your colors, to layer in your lighter colors first, then on top of your lighter colors, work in your darker colors. And where we already shaded with our graphite pencil, that's gonna help you know where it is probably necessary to use a deeper color of green. So for example, I did this area and this area, so I can go to a darker green. Let's try this olive green in those areas. That looks pretty good. I like that. Might even incorporate it a little bit throughout. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit here around the eye. Lighter color first, darker color next. You know, even though it's a color, be thinking about value. Lighter colors, darker colors. Really helps still even then and there to show shadows and highlights, which are important. It'll also help make your fish look more dimensional. Working in a lot of this lighter color because I know there's going to be some darker color that I want to work on top of it. Back here in the tail, same thing. really like this green color. Seems pretty accurate to me. I like this olive color as well for the darker. It's just a nice combo. Really doing the magic here. Yeah, I really like how these colors blend together, where they mix together. It's definitely better than just using one of the colors. It gives more depth, more saturation. Nice. Okay, let's see here, the fins. This is looking pretty good. There's a little bit of a pattern here in the towards the bottom of the tail fin. Kind of looks like that. A little bit of a recognizable pattern there. Let me see how this light cream color looks for like the pale section. Yeah, I like it. It just gives it a, I don't even know if you'll be able to see this, but it's a very pale complexion color. It's just very pale. But it's better than just plain white of the paper. I think it's kind of nice. A lot of this pale color comes into some of these fins even. Might even toss in a few neutral gray tones in here, just to show more value, gradation. And let's see here, there's a lot of this color going on up here as well, this lighter color. Nice thing about these really light colors is you can pretty much just be very brave and just color right on top of all your lines. Unlike darker colors, you gotta kind of be a little bit more careful where you choose to color, or brighter colors for that matter. Same thing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead here and go into a different green. Let's be daring. Let's do some jungle green maybe up here. It's a really deep green. Let's mix in there some of this light green. Moss green. Let's kind of blend some things together. There we go, that's nice. Gonna do some of the same here. In this fin. Okay, gonna work in a little bit more of some dark green right up in here. This lip. A little bit of cream in there. Okay, let's just keep going here. This is looking pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna put a touch of this golden color. Ooh, gold. Let's be daring. A little bit of something extra different here. Let's see, there's some gray tones. This is kind of a cooler tone, so let's be brave and throw in some cold tones. There's a lot of warm tones. Ooh, a lot of warm tones going on here, so tossing in a cool neutral like this cool gray might give it just enough offset. So I'm gonna work some of this in here in some fun areas. I like how it's looking, how it's mixing in with this warm creamy color, that lighter tone. They kind of work against each other beautifully, balance each other out. And it's not a bright color like the green I've been using. It's just what we needed. I'm gonna throw some gray even up here. It's just a subtle color. And let's see here. I think, you know, this is looking pretty good. There might even be like a pale pink that I've been recognizing. This might be the color I'm looking for right here. What is this, apricot? That might be it. Let's add a little bit of that, and it gives a little bit of that fleshy tone. Ooh, where it's needed. Not too much of it, but yeah. Okay, we have a lot of darker greens happening right here. So we can go ahead and add some of that in there. Turns into that light cream tone. Okay, let's do, I wonder, there's another gray we could use. Invite a new gray tone. Yeah. Let's try this dark gray. Might be some fun. Oh yeah, some dark gray. That does a lot. That looks nice. Yes. Gives it more contrast in some spaces, which is great. I think we could throw some of this darker gray up here and these fins up here. Over here and these ones. Let's see. Up here. There we go. Okay, so I got my fish all colored in how I like so. I'm gonna pause the video right here and I'm gonna color my background. I'll see you in the next video. Good job so far.